Well, a compliance panel discussion and focused on making life easier for farmers and giving them some practical tools and advice on ensuring they are compliant is coming up in the Waikato. It's a collaboration between the Dairy Women's Network and FarmIQ. And the GM of Strategy and Marketing, Tim Nichols, joins me now on Roundup. Tim, welcome to the program and thanks for joining us. Please tell me about the compliance panel. Who's going to be there? What's it all about?
Hey, thanks, Mark. Yes, look, we have partnered with Dairy New Zealand to put on a series of panels actually across New Zealand over the next few months. The first one is in Morrinsville in November, and it's designed to get the right people in front of dairy farmers to give them the insight and the information they need to offer, to run more compliant, more effective farms. So on the panel, we've got WorkSafe New Zealand. We've got a representative from Waikato Regional Council. We've got somebody from Dairy New Zealand. Importantly, we've got somebody from Assured Quality representing them. We have a farmer representative who is kind of a leading light in this space. And the whole thing's facilitated by Dairy New Zealand. Sorry, not by Dairy New Zealand, by Dairy Women's Network, sorry. Oh,
so the Dairy Women's Network, that's great. So obviously you've seen there's a need for this, and how will it actually work?
So look, we're going to bring the speakers together on the evening. We've got a set of sort of pre-formatted questions. We've gone out to the audience and asked them what they want to know. So look, I think each of the representatives will talk a little bit about their area. They'll pick off key questions that have been posed by the audience. And then, we will have a sort of open discussion two-way where we kind of explore each of those individual areas. So, we're very sensitive to the fact that farmers have a huge amount of compliance coming at them. It's changing really, really quickly. And very often we find that farmers don't actually know what's really important and what some of these bodies are actually looking for on farm. So we're trying to make it very practical. We're trying to make it very hands-on and kind of give these people the tools, the techniques, and the insights, and some of the technology, if that's where it goes, to deliver a better compliance experience.
Why is this important? Obviously, it's good that the farmers know what to do, and I suppose there's so many different ways of doing stuff. But why do you see the real value in this?
Well, actually, it's interesting. So, we've been working with Dairy Women's Network for a year or so, and we've run a whole bunch of different sort of types of seminars and events with them, and we took a slightly different tack this year and sat down and said, let's go talk to your audience and let's find out what they actually want to know about, right? And obviously, FarmIQ is a recording platform, right? So our reason for being is to help farmers gather really good data on farm, and that data is used for both, compliance purposes, but also for sort of driving productivity gains. So, when we sat down with some of the dairy women and said, look, what's important to you? What do you want to know? They actually said, look, the compliance burden is a real problem. We want some practical insights that actually make the whole process a little bit less stressful, I guess. And actually, what they wanted to do was get some really hands-on. They wanted to get the people that were visiting farm and responsible for that compliance in front of them, so they could ask questions and get real hands-on advice.
What, Tim, do you think the attendees will take away from the panel, from this experience?
So look, we're looking for sort of three things, right? So we're looking for them to take away some best practice guidelines. So the reason we're bringing a farmer representative onto the panel is that we found someone that is a real leading light in this space. So, we want them to understand how farmers that are leading are doing it, right? So, what are they recording? How are they recording? What are they preparing? When they know that they've got an audit coming, what do they do so that we can learn from some of that? Some insights from the various areas as to what do they actually look for? So when WorkSafe comes to farm, what are the red flags? What are the tick boxes? What do they really want to know?
And how you can prepare for the visit, of course, that's helpful as well, isn't it? How you can be ready for it.
You can be prepared for the visit, absolutely. And obviously, tools and techniques and resources, I guess, for better preparing.
No, the events are happening now. Obviously, there's more than one, but the first one you mentioned was Morrinsville. Is that right?
Yeah. So the first event is Wednesday, the 13th of November at Morrinsville Rugby Club. Tickets to the event are available on Eventbrite. It's free to attend, and look, we're inviting 3 people from each farm to come, or up to 3 people. And yeah, it's designed as a sort of as a test case, I guess, that says, look, if this kind of event is good and we've read this right, then we'll take this down to Canterbury and take it down to Southland, where we think certainly some of the same environmental compliance issues are prevalent, and where there's a really active dairy women's network base with whom we can go and work.